So I was going to record yesterday, like after everything that happened, like at home. But obviously, like I was busy doing schoolwork yesterday, and then, like obviously, like my little cousin and my baby sister were here yesterday. So obviously, I couldn't really like record. So yesterday, I got suspended. It was like mad early in the morning of me getting suspended. And I had to wait for my mom until like about 11 to, oh my gosh. Sorry. About like 11:25 I had to wait for her. And she got there like around like 11:25, 11:30, I think. Or it was probably 11:20, and like she picked me up. But before that, like stuff was just going on. Like me going to the principal's office, and the boy, let's just call him Jacob. So Jacob was getting pressed by two of my friends, and obviously not a lot of us know what's going to happen. We confronted him in his class, like in his fourth period class, and we met up with two of my friends, other two friends, and like one of them asked me if like I talked to my guidance counselor or who my guidance counselor was, and also I told the girl who my guidance counselor was, and she was like, "Do you talk to him?" I was like, "No, I don't talk to him at all. Like the only time I would talk to him is like if I want to switch my class or something." She's like, "Oh, okay." So like obviously like we were talking about like how like the office, like we all know that the office would not do anything because like nowadays it's like schools don't do anything about a lot of stuff unless it's like fighting or like inappropriate behavior, violence, or like smoking in the bathroom or vaping in the bathroom or whatever. Like they don't do anything unless it's like those four or something else. And like obviously they don't they literally don't do anything ever since middle school. Like no one has done anything, so I had to take matters into my own hands. And like obviously last year, like a lot of stuff happened between me and a kid. So like I would say like this is like the fourth year in a row that I'm getting suspended. I only got expelled once, and that was in eighth grade. Something bad really happened because I decided to take matters into my own hands because me and my brother was getting bullied by students, teachers, friends, and even by our own cousin. Like she was bullying me and my brother. So that's why at that point, like I had to get expelled for taking matters into my own hands because they didn't do anything. Last year, like they somewhat did something about the bullying that was happening last year, and then like for freshman year, and I did almost do something really bad to myself, and that's when they did something because obviously like the bullying was getting too much and I was getting excluded from like friend groups and stuff, and like I just felt really lonely because I felt like I really didn't have much people, so that's why I did the thing that I almost did. And the reason why I sound like this is because like obviously allergy season, like it's already here, and like I'm also getting like I'm starting to get more allergies, but like the puffy eyes, like it's getting down more because like I was like having puffy eyes a little bit yesterday, and like both of my eyes were pink, and I did not want anyone to think that I was taking something. So like also I told a lot of people that like it was just allergies because I did not want them to think the wrong thing. But that's what happened in the morning yesterday. Like I got into school and stuff, and I told one of my friends that Jacob and I were like play fighting, all that other stuff, and then like obviously a lot of stuff happening in the moment 2 days ago that I told my friend like yesterday. And obviously it was after school, so obviously like I'm not gonna go to the office and like be like, oh hey, like this is what happened, and then like we get suspended at the end of the day because they can't really. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you could get suspended at the end of the day because I never got suspended at the end of the day. It was always like during the day I got suspended, and like yesterday during the day, like me and Jacob got suspended. We only got suspended for inappropriate behavior, which is I get that, cause like play fighting and stuff like that's inappropriate behavior. So like, but like there's also like different types of inappropriate behavior. But like the inappropriate behavior that I am talking about is like the play fighting and stuff. Like that's the inappropriate behavior. But like also I have bruises like on my arms, like finger bruise marks and like stuff on my arms and also on my hands and my wrists because like the bruises are really bad. And I also have bruises on my knees, which are really bad. I don't know how I get the bruises on my knees, but like I don't know. I don't know. It's just weird how I got bruises on my knees. And then Jacob decided to grab me by the back of the shirt and like slam me against the wall. Obviously, I take accountability for my part. Yes, obviously I did something wrong that I know should have never been happening. So obviously I take accountability for my part. And like obviously I don't know if Jacob takes accountability for his part, but I feel like he does. Obviously I do regret about what happened 2 days ago after school, and I want people to know that I do regret that and I do take accountability for my part. So like I don't try to make people feel like the bad guy cuz that's not what I'm trying to do. It's just like if I take accountability and regret, like obviously the other person should take their part of accountability and regret, and like we should not make each other like feel like the bad guy in something that we both took a part of. So yes, I am sorry to Jacob. Yes, I do regret what I did with Jacob and to Jacob. Nothing inappropriate or bad or anything. But I also do take accountability for my part of what was going on between me and Jacob at the time. And obviously I still do. But like at the end of the day, I should not take full accountability or full, what's it called? Full responsibility for what happened that day. Like I take half responsibility. I take half accountability for like I don't take half responsibility or half like accountability. Like I take full responsibility and accountability for my part, but for his part, I'm not gonna take as responsibility or accountability because that's his part for him to take accountability on and responsibility. So obviously I take regret for my actions. I take accountability and responsibility for my actions, and obviously, I understand why I am suspended. So, obviously, not gonna lie, my friends were ready to beat him up, like full on beat him up, and like, not gonna lie, I'm glad that the office did something about it so they don't have to take matters into their own hands. Cause not gonna lie, me personally, I cannot get in trouble with the police anymore because I will end up in jail and all of that other stuff. So like, yeah, honestly, I understand the suspension. It's just like, I don't understand why of I don't I just don't understand why my mom, her boyfriend, and my aunt are not mad at me. They say that they're disappointed, which is also, yeah, I get that they're disappointed, but I just don't know why, like, I did not get yelled at yet. Because me personally, I did not get yelled at for some odd reason. Because every time I get suspended, because, like, this is the fourth time I got suspended. The other three times I got suspended, plus me getting expelled, I got yelled at. But this time I didn't get yelled at. Got suspended in 6th grade, got yelled at. Got suspended and expelled in 8th grade, got yelled at. Got suspended in 9th grade, got yelled at. Got suspended this year, because now I'm in 10th grade, I'm a sophomore. I did not get yelled at. So, like, I just don't know why I did not get yelled at this time, because I feel like I do deserve to get yelled at for what happened 2 days ago. And, like, my mom, her boyfriend, and, like, my aunt, like, they don't know that I do feel regret and I do take responsibility and accountability for my part. Sorry, I was just about to sneeze. But yeah, they don't know that I take accountability, responsibility, and regret for my part. Obviously, I got my stuff taken away, which is honestly reasonable, but it's only for the time being of my punishment, because I am grounded until the suspension is over, which will be literally spring break. My suspension will be over at spring break. So, yesterday I got suspended. Jacob also got suspended. That was the first day that me and him got suspended, and the first day we got suspended. So now this is day 2 of us getting suspended. We are suspended for 7 days, which is obviously people are usually suspended for 10 days, which is obviously, I get people get suspended for 10 days for stuff like this. But I feel like if it feels like fighting related, or actually I get the reason why fighting is for 10 days, but I feel like for fighting and stuff that are related to that should be having a suspension of being longer. I'm just saying. I don't know if that's just me, but that also might be other people who might agree with me. A lot of people might disagree with me on that, but like, I just feel like it should not affect the kids who are fighting because they already know the reason why they're suspended for as much days as they are. And that